This episode of the Poundcast is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Now, did you know that incognito mode is not enough to hide your browsing history? All your online activity is still 100% visible to a ton of third parties, unless you use ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy today by visiting expressvpn.com/poundcast. That's expressvpn.com/poundcast, and you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/poundcast. This episode of the Poundcast is also sponsored by Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. They make Louisville Vegan Jerky. It's meatless vegan jerky, and you can find their product at lvjco.com. And you can also find it at stores such as Whole Foods and Sprouts and places like that. And their stuff is bagged in the United States. It has a shelf life of 9 months, and they have loads of different flavors, like hot buffalo wing and smoky Carolina barbecue, and they've got a new flavor out right now. Although, you know what? It is sold out, but maybe they'll get it back in. You know, it's Neil Hamburger's hamburger jerky. It tastes like hamburger. It's in the reviews. It's described as you can taste the cheese and the pickles and stuff. It's like eating a real hamburger. And anyway, that's co-presented by Neil Hamburger. Okay, there's Riff Raff's orange chicken, which is also sold out. But look, they might get the stuff back in. But I know it's in stock right now. They got the Kentucky Future Chicken. Okay. And they've got every month they get a new fun special limited edition flavor. So you got to get it while supplies last. But sometimes they come back. I know that they've got some honey barbecue in there, Shelby Park honey barbecue. So anyway, check them out again at lvjco.com. And if you use the code word Poundcast on your online order, you get 20% off your order. That's pretty good if you ask me. 20% off. So use the code word Poundcast for that. The show is also sponsored by viewers like you. We have a Patreon account, patreon.com/Poundcast. You get bonus content, bonus time with us. It's fun. There's also little other fun things on there, top 10 lists sometimes and whatever. And so check us out there. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/ThePoundcast. We're on Instagram, same thing, The Poundcast, TikTok, all that. All right. So look, welcome to the Poundcast. This is just the intro, and I'm Brent Weinbach, and normally Doug Loosenhop, DJ Doug Pound, is co-host the show, obviously, but he's on tour with Eric Andre right now, and he will be on tour with Eric Andre for the next several weeks, so he won't be on these episodes, but it'll be me and different co-hosts or different guests. And on this episode of the Poundcast, my guests / co-hosts or whatever you want to call them are some old friends of mine, Adam Schary and Trevor Ames. They're kind of the crew that I do a lot of, internet videos with. They're kind of my main crew for that. So. We're just going to chat it up and talk about just different things and joke around a bit, and I think that's about it. So, one last thing. Sorry. I just want to mention it one more time. I'm shooting the stand-up special on June 29th at the UCB Theater, and there's a 7 o'clock and 9:30 show. The 7 o'clock show, I believe, is sold out at this point. But the 9:30 show, there's still tickets, so get them while they last. If you're in the Los Angeles area, of course, or if you're going to be in the Los Angeles area at that time, June 29th, UCB Theater, go to ucbcomedy.com. And, especially if you're a good laugher, let's get you in there, okay? I want to see you there. So do that, okay? I need you to make this be the best special it could possibly be. And so I think let's go ahead and start the episode, and let's roll the clip.
Doug and Brent, talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
Oh, okay, you can't see him. I see him.
I can't see
Oh,
him.
he's thumbing up. He's thumbing up.
Thumbing up.
He's
Okay.
thumbing? Oh, he's thumbing?
All right, we just got the thumb up.
We got the
thumb. You were convinced by your dad not to invest in Apple stock in 2001.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Might have even been 2000.
And why is that?
Is he not a stock guy?
No, he was a stock guy.
Oh, that's the reason.
Yeah, because it's actually generally good advice, but the iPod just came out, and that's why I want to invest in it. I said the iPod is like really cool. It's like a genius thing, and he said don't invest in a company based on like a product, because usually one product isn't going to like invest like.
That's smart. I did that with GoPro, and like it was
a general
a waste of money,
rule. I
but-
think that's actually correct, but that happened to be the time where it's not correct.
But then when the movie iRobot came out, which was probably a couple years later, did he think, oh, actually, now you should invest in Apple because of iRobot?
Yeah, he did because of iRobot. He invested in iRobot, the movie.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He invested in Will Smith.
He's Will Smith, yeah.
Yeah, he invested in Will Smith's family, actually.
Oh, yeah. Willow?
Jaden.
Willow.
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
Up until like 2 years ago, but yeah.
But
He invested in Willow because he was a big Willow fan from the 80s, right?
Who is
Yeah.
it? Willow!
That's what I think when I'm thinking of Willow Pinkett or whatever.
Willow Pinkett.
What is it, Willow Pinkett?
Willow Pinkett Smith,
Smith.
yeah.
No, it's Pinkett Smith. Is it Pinkett Smith or is it just Smith Pinkett?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Uh-huh.
That's the magic of Willow.
Is it, or is it just Willow Smith?
Is it cool if I do this?
I think it's just Willow.
Please.
I think it's just...
I put on my sweater. Look, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little drowsy maybe. I'm definitely hungry. And it's been, to be honest, a sweaty day for me today.
It's been a...
And I probably stink. Oh, shoot, I forgot. When I'm here, I always spread my legs too much. I'm like this the whole time, you know?
What's wrong with that?
But
I don't know. It's too
you
spread
said
out.
it's too much. Maybe it's too little.
No, I have to close it up a little bit. I want to be more ladylike.
Do you cross your legs?
Sometimes, but I don't. When I'm sitting next to somebody, I definitely don't.
I know.
Because I don't like when people's foot touches some. You do this and then it
I
touches
know that.
someone
You-
else.
What,
I
if you-
cross
what if
my
you do it
legs
the
near
other
you
way?
sometimes
What if
when I
someone's
do it.
sitting on your
Well,
left
if
side?
you're
or-
conscientious enough, sure.
Yeah.
But it's honest. The most comfortable sitting position is just like this, not crossed. I think for me,
Yeah, I like cross.
because if I cross my legs, it just starts to get a little too
like cross.
pretzeled out, for my body.
No, I hear that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
I
there's
s-
a lot of things
yeah.
going on that could get, let's just say, tweaked.
What do you mean?
I mean, in that zone,
Uh-huh.
you could do a tweak.
some torsion.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
saying-
you mean a ball sack?
I'm talking a ball sack.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant something else.
well,
maybe.
there's a lot of things that could
Maybe
be
I
tweaked.
thought you meant more of a seminal vesicle of sorts. Like maybe the seminal vesicle kind of gets intertwined.
Could be
within
a vas
itself.
deferens, perhaps.
Yeah.
You know about vas deferens?
Yeah. What's the vast difference
What makes
between
it vast?
a seminal vesicle and I don't know, a fallopian tube? I know the difference between that, I guess, but strictly
just a-
fallopian.
Just to do a rewind,
Yeah.
by the way, I looked up. This is a couple years ago. How much my $1,000 investment would it be?
Oh.
from
Oh, this is a good
2001.
round. Yeah. What is it? Oh my God.
I think it would have been something like $500,000, something like that.
Jeez Louise.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it could have even been more, but this was years ago, so I don't remember. But it was a lot. It was definitely six figures.
Yeah, because they started splitting and stuff too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I introduced you during the intro that we didn't do, that I didn't record yet, but I will record after the show. But just to reintroduce, let me welcome you.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
Adam Schary and Trevor Ames. Okay, this is sort of this is my little crew, basically.
Family.
This is the ultimate drumming technique crew. Okay, he's got the shirt on.
Look at that.
What a great shirt, huh?
It's a
That
classic.
Fiesta font, or whatever you want to call it. We made that video together, and it was a great experience.
11 years ago.
Oh,
I looked
really?
it up today.
And it was shot in the same building that contained the studio to I Love Lucy,
The pilot.
the pilot.
They ended up shooting
Oh.
it in 2 other locations, but the pilot was shot.
I Love Lucy.
Yes, Ultimate
Which is-
Dreaming Technique was shot in the same location as the pilot of I Love Lucy.
Which is great because there's a lot of parallels between the two.
From Lucille Ball to the Ultimate Drummer.
To his balls.
Yeah.
To Lucille Ball to his balls.
Ultimate Drummer's balls.
Yes.
The legends.
Yeah.
Legendary. It's a legendary place.
Also, Ricky Ricardo, he played like the bongos.
Yeah.
So, he's like a band leader.
Also, remember that song? I come home to my Lucy, she give me the pussy. And remember that song?
No.
You don't remember that song?
Wait, is that a real song?
My name,
Is this
he's like, I come home to my Lucy, she give me the pussy.
This doesn't.
There's more to the song, but I'm not going to sing it.
It
Can
sounds
we-
very Brent, though.
Can
I
we
don't
add
know.
it after the fact?
Is that
Can
real?
we add whatever song that's a real song?
I mean, it's a schoolyard type song.
Oh, I thought it was like a real song.
That's what I meant. I mean, it's a schoolyard type
I
song.
see, I
Oh, kind of like when you're sliding into first.
I was gonna say
you feel
that,
something
yeah,
burst.
It's
or
in
something
that
like
vein.
In that.
It's in
in
that-
the diarrhea.
It's in that vein. What were we talking about? And I said, let's save it for the podcast.
Well, I had a question. Is the combination of Adam and myself make a Doug? Is that
Are you guys Doug? Yeah, you could say that, I guess. You guys are Doug.
We're Doug. I kind of like
One
that.
of you mentioned, was one of us Doug 1, Doug 2?
Yeah, Doug 1, Doug 2.
Or
but,
maybe one of you is Doe and the other one's Oog or Ugg, yeah.
but I also kind of like using the term Doug as something like, oh, you're Doug. Like, oh, that's
I'm
Doug.
Doug.
Oh, you guys are Doug
You
today.
guys are Doug. I
Wow,
kinda
you guys
like
are
that.
very Doug.
Thank you.
Thanks. That's a compliment.
Yeah, so, no, there was something else, too, that we were going to save, I think. Was it about puppetry of the penis or
Yeah,
something
it
like
was
that?
about
Oh, yeah.
penis ventriloquism.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like bouncing, like being able to do like this kind of thing, like oh hello, like like not moving your mouth. I can't do it, but like oh hello, how's it going?
So something like that. Well, but then when you do that, you can't be heard in a way.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
gonna
So,
sound
yeah.
weird, but I don't know how you.
Well,
do
but
it
then it does
properly.
sound muffled in a way.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
which
has to
makes
sound muffled
sense.
because it's in the pants.
It makes sense.
Like,
So
oh,
yeah, check
hello,
this out.
hello.
It's like this.
Hey, Drake. Hey, Drake. Hey, Adam. Hey, Trevor. How you doing?
This is good.
Hey, it's Drake's balls. it's Lucille Drake's balls. How you doing?
And you can't really hear me very well, but maybe it works.
It kind of works. Can people? I mean, this is more, I guess, for a doctor. But can people open and close their pee hole on command, like a
Open
mouth?
and close
Oh
it?
well,
But I mean, move it. Not open and close it, but kind of. Can anyone move it?
well, this is kind of part you were talking about this earlier too. Of does a penis make a sound?
Oh, that's what we were gonna
That's
say.
what we're talking about.
Yeah, if a penis pees in the
The
woods,
sound-
it doesn't make a sound.
Because I was saying it
The
makes
sound of penis.
Adam said how many sounds does it make?
Well, I said 2.
But what does that mean?
Well, because when pee comes out, I think there's some sort of sound.
Out of it hits the rim or the
No,
water.
I understand the majority of the sound is the pee, but there is movement.
Yeah, so maybe it's like a slight like, it's like
Yeah, there's some sort of
I mean,
sound.
there's movement when you're going poo.
and that makes a sound.
Your butt makes a sound easily.
definitely.
Well, obviously, it makes various sounds.
But a penis, I don't know if it makes. I think the penis is quiet as a mouse.
It is. It's
And
really
the size
it's
of
the quietest
one,
I'm
too.
organ.
saying if we mic'd up a penis, right?
And I bet we know someone who has. You know?
Definitely.
And I'm not afraid to even say what his name
No,
is
he's a
because
proud
he's
man.
proud
He's
of it,
proud of
probably.
it, yeah.
I bet you Christopher Flieger has done that.
Yeah, I mean, look.
because he's also he's into miking stuff.
He's into
I'm saying-
He's mic'd a lot of stuff.
If
yeah.
we,
He mic'd his body, by the way, recently, and he waxed his whole body and mic'd every part of his body getting waxed.
wow,
That's
But
so
you-
cool.
Which accompanied by his vocal
like, like,
reactions.
yeah.
wow.
He's just Chris Flieger. I'm the biggest fan of him. He's
Yeah.
the best, truly.
He's
the
on another level.
he is.
I
He's
call
on
him
the-
Michelangelo. So if you mic it though, and then you pee into a vacuum, right? So the pee never hits anything.
You're right. Okay. Now
Would-
you're onto something.
Would there
here.
be a sound? I would argue. I bet it may not be loud, but I bet there'd be a sound.
Yeah, I wonder of liquid going through.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, maybe, yeah. I wonder. Well, we said that. Well, of course, there's the legendary quarf.
You call it quarf. I called it quaff.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you've heard of a queef,
Who hasn't?
right? And so a quarf is the same thing, but for a male genitalia.
How is that So air gets in there.
Easy. I can do it on command.
Is genitalia what? I don't know. Somehow, yeah, it's an air thing. It's an.
I've never.
You're
It's
it's
not
not
a
as
thing.
farting.
And this has happened to you.
No.
No, I've never. No, I've only heard of it.
I think this is urban.
No, it could be an urban tale.
I
What happens?
or it's kind of urban queef.
What happens if you run? Okay, I haven't a scientific experiment.
Yes.
What happens if you drain all of the liquids, whether it be semen or urine, and
Or
then,
blood.
but then push out act like you're peeing? It'll make it like. Is there air pressure that comes out? Because that would make a sound. Because then with the lips you were talking about, it might be like a,
Wait, what do you mean drain?
like get the liquid out, but like there's maybe some like how do. Is it muscles that gets the liquid?
Or get this.
The
Why don't you
pressure?
just-
like
what
you
if-
need the air pressure to
Well,
make
what
a
if
sound?
you just pumped
Or
air
liquid.
into the penis hole and then
Yes,
took the
like a balloon.
pump
I love it.
device out or whatever, and then just let the penis sort of,
Well, you do this kind of like.
flagellate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
But by the way, a penis makes a sound when you slap it in someone's face or whatever,
That's true.
or whatever.
That's
You know what I
true,
mean?
That's true. Okay, you got me there.
You're
I
right.
mean,
about
or
that.
whatever, or even if it slaps against your own ball
Yeah,
sack
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
No, of course. I mean, of course, penis makes sound. I mean,
Well, you know what a penis would need to make a sound? A tongue.
what?
I don't know. To like speak.
Imagine
Like,
if your penis had a
hello?
little tongue that came out.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
What if your penis was some sort of weird lizard? And that's what they come. That's where the phrase "draining the lizard" comes from. You know what I mean?
Well,
imagine if there was a little lizard tongue that came out of the penis.
Well,
you know?
no, it's awesome though.
Yeah,
If
that
you
is-
lose it, if someone tries to grab it, you can like make your penis fall off, kind of like a lizard, like a tail,
Oh,
wow.
and then
now
you
we're
can just like
talking.
run
And
away.
it grows back, and you run away. Yeah. the penis is still squirming too.
Yeah, why do they say drain the lizard?
That's a good
I mean, a
question.
penis
Well-
doesn't look like a. I mean, I guess
No,
it
it's
kinda
reptilian.
does.
Kinda
It is.
does.
Yeah.
It's reptilian. It is reptilian.
No, but isn't like a snake would be more of a.
Well, you know how a penis is pretty scaly. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know how that's like flaky
Totally.
and scaly. You know how it
Yeah.
sheds every
Oh yeah, yeah.
every month or so.
I forgot about that.
No, it kind of sheds when you're born because the doctor sheds it for you. At least some people.
I still have my old penises from the
Oh, from your
birth.
youth.
I from yeah. You know when my penis they fall out. You know how your penises fall out when you're
Yeah.
younger, and then you get the adult penis.
Oh, and you hide it under your pillow,
Yeah.
and your parents come.
I
and-
still have my wisdom
Mhm.
penis.
Oh, you got the wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they never grew out.
No.
Uh-huh.
I kept
They're
them.
in there still.
Yeah,
the
they-
wisdom
Yeah,
penis.
mine are impacted.
Right. One of my wisdom penis that they had to crack it, into pieces to get it out.
Look at that.
What about it?
I don't know. It's just like there's like we're Doug and there's Doug.
He's kind of looking at us too. He's
Yeah.
like watching. He's watching us approvingly. He
Kind of
approves
looking
of
like
this
Trevor and I combined in
Does
that.
this look like a
picture.
boy band or something?
Yeah, the Dougs.
a little bit. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You kind of look like a little bit of a Take on Me music video or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, aha.
Oh, you look aha. Oh,
You look a little aha.
aha. Yeah. You know that's a part. It's a 3-part music video, and that's part 2 of it. The one that you are familiar.
Really?
with. Mm-hmm.
I love that music video. I was thinking about it earlier today. I love
It's part of it.
rotoscoped animation.
It's 3 songs.
Mm.
Whoa.
They're 3 different songs, and then they're all from the same album, and the
Is the
music
album
video
good?
connects. It's
Cool.
1, 2. So you know how they meet each other at the end,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the comic
Crime-
book guy and the girl, the real girl, the real girl.
The real girl. Yeah.
It shows what happens afterwards.
Wow.
What happened?
That's cool.
You have to tune in to
Are
find
they
out.
equally
Corf?
as
Yeah.
like cool production value wise?
What?
Are they? Are the two sandwiching or the?
I don't remember.
Bookends of it.
I kind of forgot. I think that there is that sort of animation stuff that happens in the first video.
Uh-huh.
I kind of forgot.
Is the album good?
I haven't
That time
really.
period I love, too.
I've heard those songs. I haven't heard the whole album,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember the songs really. So, but speaking of songs though, you would you say that you are good at changing chords pretty quickly?
You mean? What do you mean?
On a piano
So-
or a guitar?
On a- yeah.
People who don't know,
On a guitar?
Adam and I went to the same high school and the same junior high too, but we became more acquainted with each other in high school. And I was at your house one day in high school, 9th grade, we're saying, and I think you were talking about how you can change chords really quickly.
Really?
You know that you were really good at changing chords. You know, you could just.
I mean,
you had rapid fire
It's funny because
abilities when it came to changing chords on guitar.
in the 9th grade, I was probably not very good.
Oh, really? You think you got better?
Well, I would hope I would get better.
I don't know.
30
I would say
years
that
later.
my pinnacle of piano playing was probably in my early 20s.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't
So the
keep
muscle
it.
memories, yeah.
I'm just not as
But I mean,
actually early 20s, even late teens maybe, because I was practicing so much at
Right,
that time,
right.
and now I don't practice at all. So.
Do you practice guitar?
Yeah.
You do.
I mean,
Oh,
not-
you do.
Yeah,
That's
how
good.
often do you practice?
every day.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I mean, not like.
What do you do?
I don't sit down and
You change the
practice.
chords?
But you
yeah,
diddle,
I
diddle?
do. I
Yeah.
think about
timing
ninth
your
grade.
chords.
So what are you
Uh,
doing? Not
No,
D,
but I mean,
C,
in my
C sharp.
20s, I played in bands where I practiced every day. I mean,
So you weren't as good as you were in 9th grade.
no, I in my 20s I was better. In my
I mean,
30s,
by
I was
as
better.
good, I mean as not good. You know what I mean? What I mean is this is how good you are in 9th grade, and maybe in your 20s you're this good, and so you weren't as good as this.
It was my 20s.
In your 20s you weren't as good as this. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect
You
sense.
know what I mean? Not you know, I'm not saying that this was better. I'm saying just as this. You know what I mean? Which was lower, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I was probably good. Okay, I'll say this. I think I was probably, like, in terms of being a beginner, the best beginner in the 9th grade.
Oh, you were a beginner in 9th grade? I thought you had been playing since you were in 7th grade.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've been playing since I was in 7th grade, so I was probably
You were, you know,
I
at
was
this point a junior, you know,
I was a
in guitar.
I was a junior in
school.
guitar, but I think I went from a junior to like a senior in guitar, not in high school.
In 2
like
years.
in my 30s probably.
12 years.
30s?
Yeah.
You got better in your 30s even than your
Yeah.
20s.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I definitely I'm not as good at piano now or in my 30s than
Well,
in
because
my
I played
20s.
in bands in my late 20s for years.
Yeah.
Like
and you were
10
doing
years
those
straight.
repetitive things, you know?
I
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
played
dun,
every
dun, dun.
day for hours.
And how many hours do you play a day now?
I don't know. I just play like
Actually, are you
doing
as good
things.
now as you were in your 30s?
Probably not.
Aha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We turn look and Doug's frowning now. In the
Yeah.
photo.
He's the woman. He's the real girl now.
Yeah.
So this show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. And let me start by asking you this. You ever use a private web browser or incognito mode to search for something private on the internet, such as neon thongs or neon Crocs or just anything neon? Oh, you have? Well, did you know that incognito mode is not enough to hide your browsing history? All your online activity is still 100% visible to a ton of third parties, unless, of course, you're using ExpressVPN. Without ExpressVPN, third parties can still see every website you visit, even in incognito mode. We're talking your internet service provider, your mobile network provider, the admins of your Wi-Fi network. Okay? ExpressVPN reroutes 100% of your traffic through secure, encrypted servers so third parties can't see your history. ExpressVPN hides your IP address, which makes it even more difficult for third parties to track your online activity. It's easy to use. You just load up the application and click one button to get protected, and it works on all devices, phones, laptops, tablets, whatever. I was over at Doug's, okay, and we wanted to go to DeVito's bestfeet.net, you know, and we just wanted a little mini DeVito session, and Doug says to me, oh, don't worry, I'll use a private browser so that it can just be our little secret, okay? I said to Doug, oh, you know it ain't like that, right? I said, we got to use ExpressVPN if we really want this stuff private, you know? So, we turned on ExpressVPN, clicked the button, and, well, The rest was between me and Doug and DeVito, if you know what I mean. Okay. So look, there's a reason secrets are secrets. Not only because there's stuff you want private, but also secrets bond people together, and that's important too, isn't it? So anyway, protect your online privacy today by visiting expressvpn.com/poundcast. That's expressvpn.com/poundcast, and you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/poundcast. And now back to our program. Are you not wearing socks?
I'm not.
Is that something you do often?
It's kind of a look. I would do the same thing. If I
No,
was in
it's
this
not really a
position.
You're
look.
not even wearing those little booties?
It's not really a look. I just like putting on my shoes quickly. It was just hot, so I didn't put socks
Interesting.
on.
I mean, aren't you afraid it's going to sort of create
A stink.
an ecosystem?
I clean them.
Oh, really?
These are washable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, machine
Whoa.
washable.
Sweet.
So if you took off your shoes right now, bare feet,
I wouldn't do that.
would they stink?
It's been kind of a hot day, maybe.
Are your nails long?
Not particularly.
Uh-huh. Do they have any jam?
Nah. No jam.
What is toe jam? What is
I
that?
don't know.
I don't know. I've never
Is that
even
real?
really. I've
What is
never.
that?
It's supposed to be,
Like
sort of
fungus.
Is that what
Is
it
that
is?
what
I think
it
it's
is? Like
fungus.
Is it
athlete's
between
foot?
the ear? Is it in the nails or is it in the
I don't know.
toes?
Yeah.
Between the toes. The only thing I've come close to. Well, I've had athlete's foot.
I've
I've had athlete's
Yeah.
feet.
toe
you
jam
know, I've had it.
kind of
And
sounds yummy.
Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. There's it's funny that it's toe jam. It sounds almost like toast jam, or toes jam.
Yeah, toast
I
jam
don't
is
know.
like it's like a slang. You're not fully saying toast. It's like, oh, you want some toe jam?
Yeah.
Like toast and jam.
It's like yeah, exactly. It's a slang.
yeah.
The closest I've ever gotten to substances though is, just lint, from the sock.
Yeah,
that doesn't
that
count.
is between the toe.
That's not natural.
And that's not jam
mean-
like. That's cotton like or something. or
It's more of a
fabric-like.
sort of a lint in your sort of butthole. Dude, that's disgusting.
By the way,
so that's a quote.
I
from
don't do
somebody.
this for looks. I just threw them on.
Uh-huh.
I
you
think
threw
it's
it
a good like.
Well, you can't really
depending-
see it
if I'm
when
going
I'm not sitting down.
Yeah, if I'm going to a wedding and wearing a suit, I'll not wear socks with. My
Oh
shoes.
no, I will.
Some urban guy I heard said something like this
Urban
that I was
guy.
trying to quote. He said something like, "You're so nasty. There's lint in your asshole, dude. That's disgusting. Dude, that's disgusting." That's how he said it. Something like that.
We ever had lint in your asshole?
Probably.
No,
No,
I mean,
didn't.
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you consider, some, toilet paper
Not the same.
dingleberry of
That's
sorts. I
different.
mean, I've probably have
different.
experienced something like that. Before.
I mean, is lint? Does it have to be the material of your clothing?
does it have to be fabric
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah.
Or, well, what dust bunnies are lint, right?
No.
What
No.
happens? Wait. What happens? if
Yes,
it's
it
not-
does.
What happens
It
if it's just a
does.
ball of pubes? Does that look like lint? Kind of. Is that lint? Like a rolled up ball of pubes.
A ball of
How would that happen?
pubics.
Easy.
Easy?
Well,
Easy.
usually that can happen because of toilet paper balls.
Right.
It can kind of take hold of the hairs and
Mm.
create. I'll tell you who probably doesn't have that. Who never runs into that problem of dingleberries. Somebody we know.
Okay.
Yeah, me.
Can I guess? Who is
I'm
it?
talking about Christopher Fleer because he
he
waxes.
Oh.
He waxes
This would be a
poetic.
fun game of all the people.
I like
we know.
talking about someone who's not here and people don't know who he is.
Yeah, he does. People know.
He's
Oh,
kind of.
people
He's
know.
been on the podcast.
He's been on the
okay.
podcast.
He's on the podcast.
Yeah, I think it was. He's been on before.
The last time I was on, I think, was. With
It doesn't
him.
even matter. People can just know who people. It's actually better that people don't know who he is. And just
You
he-
actually
let's
everyone
talk
knows
about
who
other
he is
people
because
they
he's
don't know.
he's in your dreams. Everyone knows who this guy is because he's in your dreams.
He's in
Chris
your-
Fleeger.
Yeah. So anyway, what's been going on?
Wait, yeah, you said we asked you how your day was earlier.
Sweaty.
That was it. That
It's-
was the,
it's
that
a
was
hot
what it was?
day.
Well, it's not just that. I had to deal with some stuff that was
Mm.
became sweatful.
Oh, sweat.
Well, I just had to deal with some
Exercise.
stuff, some sweaty stuff,
Some outside activities.
outside activities. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was sweaty, and I had a hose.
A hose.
This one right here.
Different area.
I got a
codes.
hose with me at all times, and sometimes people need to get sprayed. They say, "Brent, give me a spray." I said, "No problem." I take out my hose and I spray. You know that song?
Oh yeah, it's
I just made it up.
something about Lucy and Pussy.
Yeah. It's a childhood. It's a schoolyard song.
I mean,
I take out the hose and I spray. People say, "Let me get a spray." I take out my hose and I spray. Can't you do Led Zeppelin?
Oh, chords.
You can do da 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 da. I remember you doing that.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
In ninth grade.
I probably
think.
could do that better in ninth grade than
Really?
today.
Yeah, I remember you doing that one.
I used to be able to play.
But then you
Stairway
transitioned
like
into
this
drums when you were later, in high school.
Well, I didn't really transition.
But you were kind of doing that. You kind of doing the drum thing with the wife beater on. Remember that? You used to wear the wife beaters.
That's a cool look.
I don't specifically remember the
You
wife.
used to do wife beaters. You said, "I love drumming with the wife beaters." Or you say wife beaters are good for drumming. That's what you said, I think.
I don't remember that, but that sounds correct.
Uh-huh.
You got free arms, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you own a drum kit?
I still do, same one.
Is
Wait,
that right?
Where's your drum kit?
It's in my house.
Did I not see it? I could have been playing drums when I house sat for you.
It's in that room that was locked.
Oh,
I told you could have gone
It's a
in there.
dream
I
of-
play
I
every
would-
day drums now.
well, that's
Oh,
called
you do?
practice.
Just a little bit.
I love drumming, man.
I do too.
It's
I
a
love
good
drumming.
release. It's a good release.
It's
I'm not very
great.
good.
A dream
but
of
it's
mine
fun.
is to like have a room and have like a drum set.
Yeah,
and be
I
able
had
to
it. I got a
jam out.
drum set at one point, and then I used to just go to practice rooms in college to use drums
Cool.
and stuff. And
I wish
I
I could.
have my own drumsticks.
Oh yeah, Brent Weinbach edition drumsticks.
Mm-hmm. Brent wine sticks.
Wait, why don't we sell drumsticks for ultimate drumming technique?
That's a good idea.
But just
Right.
one stick, right?
One stick.
One stick.
One stick.
I mean, you could buy two, but it
But
comes
yeah,
in,
they
it comes
cost-
in on
yeah,
one.
yeah,
They
buy them
come in
individual.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in one.
It's meant to be just one. It's meant to be used as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
ultimate
but you
drums.
drum now, or you did?
I used. Well, I played percussion in college
No.
and high school. Actually,
What timpani?
I did do the timpani,
I could see
and I
you.
did, xylophone and stuff, or
Damn.
whatever, vibraphone, marimba. I did, but whatever. Those are, I did bass drum, I did snare drum, I did it all. But okay, whatever. And triangle, in fact.
Oh,
Wow.
I did triangle. I did cymbals.
Everything.
Gershwin.
Heard of him?
Rhapsody in Blue.
Know it.
Dun 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 dun. Da 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 dun 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 dun.
most important
Da dun dun
instrument.
dun dun da dun dun. That was me.
Oh, that's
That was me.
damn.
Is there?
I did that.
Excuse
You
my
can play with
ignorance.
Woody Allen one day.
Is there a technique?
Play with Woody Allen?
Yeah.
Technique to doing it, like
The
depending
cymbals?
on how hard you hit it, or like
Well,
muting
you want to
it or
slide
anything?
into it.
You wanna slide
You
in?
want to.
Okay.
You don't just want to go boom like that.
Oh,
You
okay.
want to go like that. You know what I mean? You want to.
I see.
The edge of it. Slide it in.
I see.
Is how you want it. You don't just want to clamp it.
Smash 'em. Seems fun.
Wait, you can read music?
Can I read music? I was reading music in high school.
Do you read music as well as you did in high school?
Yeah.
I probably in college was reading music at my peak because actually I probably in my early to mid 20s was probably my peak reading because I was playing for a living,
for
and I was reading music all the time, it live,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was also not, I was only reading one note melodies,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, so that's really easy.
Yeah.
I can still do that really easily.
Would you count?
Yeah, I can read. I used to do sightseeing in college.
Wow.
Sightseeing?
Solfege.
What,
Sight-
like Eiffel
sing-
Tower, kind of Times Square kind of stuff?
Yeah. I would. Yeah, in college, I saw the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I went to Edinburgh Castle.
Oh, cool.
I saw the Great Mosque in Istanbul.
Wow, that's some like.
Yeah, I was
real
doing
sightseeing.
I was doing a lot of sightseeing, seeing that back then. But I would, I was doing do re mi and all that,
Damn.
Yeah, when you were at those sites, you're all like, oh, oh.
Exactly. Yeah. I was at the Berlin Wall and I went, oh, and then the guy said, no, more, you're not doing it right. It's more, oh. I said, oh. He goes, oh. I said, oh. He went, no, this is not right. When you look at the Berlin Wall, you have to look at it more like this. Oh! I said, oh. Then Sam Kinison came through. He taught me everything I know.
I also like that when the Berlin Wall was still up, you were probably like 9 years old.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm saying that's how good you were at sightseeing.
No, the Berlin Wall still exists.
That's true.
I mean, I guess.
The Berlin Wall still is up. I mean, part of it came down.
Yeah.
But it's.
Oh, you went to the ruins.
I actually saw the Berlin. I did see the Berlin Wall when I was an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fencing.
And I went, oh no! I saw. I did see it. Yeah, you never been to Berlin?
Nah.
I want to go. That's
You
top
guys
of my
haven't
list.
been?
It's top of my list.
The wall is there. Yes, the wall came down. People can go through the wall now.
Right.
There's but
Symbolically, it came. I mean, physically, it came
symbolically
down.
it came
Yeah.
it was down, but it's still physically a lot of the wall is up. Well, I don't know. I went there a long time ago, but I mean, a lot of the wall is up, and there's murals on it and stuff.
I heard it was a sex club now.
It'd be funny if, like, after this, like, the video cut to us in Berlin doing this in Berlin.
Should be.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of walls in my time.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Pink Floyd?
I saw Pink Floyd's The Wall. Okay. I saw the Berlin Wall. I've seen the Great Wall of China.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's still
Wow.
up.
Well, I know,
Oh.
but I didn't know you went to. Did I know you went to China?
I went to
I
China
knew.
10 years ago.
With your sister.
Mhm.
I did know this actually, but I didn't know you saw the wall.
I did
That's cool.
some gigs there, actually.
Cool. Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, baby.
I went there.
Hong Kong. So there's this this hotel that I stay at sometimes in San Francisco. It's right next to the comedy club there, and it's called the Club Quarters, but my sister calls it the Gentleman's Quarterly or the Gentleman's Club. And anyway, a lot of flight attendants stay there. And I don't know, for some reason they have a deal with airlines or something like that, and a lot of flight attendants are there, and they love it, from what I hear. Because I was talking to a flight attendant about it, and they said, "Oh, I love the Club Quarters." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because it's the best." And anyway, my friend Scott was staying with me in the hotel room there. He was kind of visiting. And so he stayed in the room with me, and when I was not in the room, he said there was this flight attendant that was next door. Well, I saw the flight attendant, but he was on the phone, and the walls were pretty thin there, and he was really loud, and the guy was on the phone, and he said, "I'm going to Hong Kong, baby." He said Hong Kong, like Hong Kong, like that. Hong Kong, baby. I'm going to Hong Kong, James.
Wait, did you need to get special permission to perform in
Oh yeah,
China?
that's a good question. Like a visa or something.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't know. A guy set it up for me though. Yes, there probably was some documentation that I needed. Yes, but the person set up the shows set that all up. Yeah.
Was it lucrative?
Yeah, I mean it was a decent gig, but it was also a free trip to China.
Yeah.
So I went to Beijing as well, but I was mainly in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
But I
Where's
went
the
to,
wall at? If you don't. Yeah,
It's near Beijing.
It is near Beijing.
Yeah. So I mean, it was, we had to we paid a driver to take us out there. It was a couple hours away, or maybe an hour away, or something.
Did you like China?
Well, Hong Kong was pretty nice. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different. Beijing is. There's a lot of. I learned how to say one word when I was in China, and that word was. That's a joke I was doing when I came back from China, which is true though. You hear that a
Yeah,
lot.
the spitting
Yeah.
culture.
You hear that a lot. You see it a lot. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
puddles everywhere, little mini puddles. It was really cold when I was there. When we were there, it was December, and it was just absolutely freezing. It was just so cold. I remember my sister got this. It was so cold. She needed to get something, like some kind of long underwear or something, or to go under her pants. And we went to this guy selling this stuff, and there were these sort of leggings that had this kind of lining inside that was kind of some sort of fabric inside. It was like fur or something, not fur, but it was some sort of thing. And then he said, "It's really soft." And then he took the thing and he rubbed it on his face, but his face looked really oily, and I don't know, it just sort of made it less desirable to buy this thing. But we got it anyway, though. She wore it with his grease stuff on it. I just thought it was funny that he was kind of rubbing it on his face.
Yeah.
He's like, "It's nice and soft," and I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, if I don't know, if, it's like."
Yeah, I mean, if it was like panties, like that would be like what would be like, oh, it's so soft.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't
Yeah,
want to wear
yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or I wouldn't want to wear anything that would touch someone's face.
I know it was a little bit. I mean, he kind of looked a little, you know. I don't know. He didn't look super hygienic, you know, is the thing. And he was rubbing this on his face. And I thought, oh, that's a little weird. But anyway, yeah, no, Beijing, it was cold. And then, you know, we went to Tiananmen Square and everything, and it was very sterile, you know. It was just, there was a lot just bleak seeming, you know. We went to the Forbidden City, you know. We did the Forbidden Dance there, actually.
Oh, Lambada?
Yeah, Lambada. Yeah.
yeah.
And no, but we yeah, it was funny. Just people were very, man, it was just different. People were very friendly in Hong Kong, but in Beijing they weren't so friendly. You know, I remember we were even on the plane. The guy goes, he said, we were in the plane, and then they didn't give us napkins. We were on China Air or whatever, and there was no napkins at all. And then I remember we needed a napkin, and my sister asked the flight attendant, "Oh, is there? Do you have any napkins?" You know, and the guy goes, "What?" And he goes, "You know, like a napkin." And then the guy just walked away. Wow. And then she asked him again later, "Oh, I was wondering, what about the napkin?" or something like that. And then he just walked away, came back, and he came back with, he just got these paper towels that were from the bathroom.
Oh.
They didn't have any actual napkins.
And then he did this.
That'd be funny, yeah. Or just
That's weird.
And then, okay, whatever. But the way his whole demeanor was just very not nice, you know. Then we were looking for the entrance to this park in Beijing, and so one of you can play me or whatever, or whoever, and I'm some kind of a security guard or something like that. I don't know. I'm sitting at some kind of table, or I'm sitting in a chair. This is so funny. He goes like this. So you're gonna say to me, "Oh, excuse me. Do you know where the entrance of the park is?" Go ahead.
Excuse me. Do you
I didn't even do a good job, but do it one more time. Okay, ready?
Excuse me. Do you know where?
Wait, was he startled?
Yeah,
No, I don't know. It was just weird.
Was he reacting to you?
I don't even
know.
I don't know. It was. We tried to ask him a question, and he just shook his head no, and it just was. And then there was this other time when my sister was trying to get this woman's attention at the mall that we were at, and it was I don't know, it was some kind of shop that she was manning or whatever, and my sister was saying, excuse me, or something like that, and then at one point she kind of lightly tapped the woman on the shoulder, you know, and, okay, you're going to be the woman, tap me on the shoulder, and I'm going to be the woman, okay? She was pissed. Here, give me a close-up on that. I'll do it to the camera.
Yeah, do it to the camera.
Let me do it to the camera. Okay, watch.
Here,
tap me on.
Oh, yeah,
tap me on.
Put your head a little lower, Brent. Like, lean down a little. Yeah, there you go. Go for it.
Oh, sorry, I'm not. It's too.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let me do it.
Gotta get a little lower.
Again.
Okay, and action.
One more time.
That's a good.
It's hard to
gift.
do
That's
it
a
in
good
this
gift.
position. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it in this position. Sorry for the listeners. So, anyways, yeah, it was like that. But then when we were in Hong Kong, we had an issue. My sister left her guitar in the trunk of a taxi.
Oh no!
And the taxi drove. We forgot.
Yeah.
She forgot about it, and the taxi drove off. And we thought, oh my God, we're in China, and we're gonna.
Yeah.
But we found these police officers, and they seemed like animal. You know, they were so nice. They seemed like animals. Cartoon animals. You know.
Yeah. They like Zootopia or something. What do you mean?
I don't know. They just seemed like some kind of Paddington Bear type of characters. They were so nice, you know. It was a male and female police officers. They were so nice, and they helped us get it. And
you got it.
We got the guy came back and somehow through. You know, fortunately I did keep I had a receipt for the taxi, so I had the name of it, and then they were able to get a hold of the guy. I thought this was. Yeah, it was looking dire to me.
The time I went to Hong Kong, before that, my parents and I went to India when I was like 8, and Christmas Eve, we were in a taxi and we were like rushed out by like I think my grandpa or someone, and my mom left her backpack with all of the cash, all of her passports, my Sega Game Gear, which I was like mostly upset by. But so we were like, and we didn't get it back. We
did not get it back. You
We had
left
to go
it
to
in a taxi?
Yeah, left in a taxi. No, I doubt there was any receipts or anything, and so we just had to go to like the embassy, like Christmas Eve, and like figure it out. But we figured it out.
Damn, what games was on the Game Gear?
Judge Dredd.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm trying to remember. I think I had Sonic, like one of the classic Sonics. Yeah.
Wow. So you went to China?
Yeah. Yes. So
But you didn't see the wall.
I didn't see the wall. We just went to Hong Kong, and I was like so happy to be back in like a kind of like a futuristic city that when we landed in Hong Kong, I got on my knees and kissed the ground.
Wow.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Wait. Oh, from India.
From India. Yeah.
We're in India.
We went to a bunch of places, more west side, like west coast. So it was like
West side.
Mumbai and Mangalore and stuff like that.
When you went, was it called Mumbai? When did it start being called
That's a good
Mumbai?
question. I think it was. No, actually take that back. I think when I was younger, and this is my mom, she's more westernized Indian. She's like Catholic Indian.
Yeah.
And she's like always called it Bombay, and I don't know how like PC that is or not, or like how
No,
you gonna navigate.
I think it was pretty commonly
yeah,
known as Bombay.
I knew it as
in the
Bombay up
80s.
until like 4 years ago or something. I started calling it Mumbai.
I mean,
or maybe 10 years
I
ago.
guess I didn't say Mumbai probably till the early 2000. Well, maybe 2010.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
I went, That's when I
exactly.
went to India.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the rule on that?
I think it's just
Adam?
I don't know.
I think it's taking back colonialism or something.
It
that
is.
why?
It's some sort of taking back Sunday type of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's kind
Sort of a forbidden dance of sorts.
Yeah.
You know?
Why was the lambada popular all of a sudden?
What does it look like?
The lambada?
Yeah. Do you know what it looks like?
It's
Can you give
very
a little taste?
sensual. Let's just say that.
Why don't you give us a little taste?
Well, you need a partner.
Okay. Go ahead, Trevor.
Doug?
Doug 3?
Yeah.
We got another guy here.
No, remember like there was like a couple years where all of a sudden lambada was a very popular dance.
Is this like
I
wait
think
when
you
we
might-
were
I
alive?
think you,
No,
yeah, I think you might be you might be a
Absolutely,
little young.
absolutely.
But
It
like in
was
the
very-
early late
Well,
80s,
there was a
early,
movie. There was a
there
movie.
80s,
There was a
80s,
movie.
Yeah,
By the
a-
way, once we hit 50, can you give him a thumb up or something like that?
Give me
Trev.
50?
Aaron, give me one, or I give
Yeah,
him
Aaron,
one?
give Trev
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
said
thumbs up,
he-
and
I think he's just thumbs upping you saying give him a thumbs up.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Or maybe just give me. How about give us a give us a hint? Give him 5 when we're
do
at
the
50.
lambada when.
Yeah, maybe do the Lambada Forbidden Dance.
But
Solo
but there was
style.
lambada the Forbidden Dance the movie, but
Yeah.
the movie was
Was-
in reaction to it
yes,
being like a
yes.
popular.
No, it was very popular at the time.
It was like very sensual.
do I have to keep looking at him now?
No.
Okay,
no.
if
you want.
Like, keep an eye on.
No, don't worry about it, Trevor.
Okay,
Look at me. Look right
Yeah.
here. Right here. Right here.
Can you zoom in? No.
Yeah, it was really popular, and
Like it's just interesting how a dance just became like popular, like in part of popular
well,
culture.
I feel like I don't know, Latin music was particularly popular in the 80s, kind of, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you get the
guess.
Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was later than that, I think.
No, it was kind of late 80s, I think. I mean, no, Lambada was popular in the late 80s, right?
Yeah, but
Wasn't
like
it?
I think late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, well,
maybe?
whatever the case may be, I'm talking because of the popularity of the music in the 80s. I don't know why I have that thought, but I mean, I think, well, I do know why. It's because my dad was super into
Latin dance.
dance and Latin jazz and Afro-Cuban jazz and also salsa. He loves salsa.
Did he dance salsa?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen him dance?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
With
I mean,
you?
he's not. What?
With you?
Yeah, we did the lambada together. Growing up, I was doing the lambada
I
with
think
my
that's
dad.
illegal in a few states.
Lambadad.
I'm pretty sure I went to a wedding when I was a kid, and my cousin did the lambada with someone. I'm pretty
Who,
sure.
his dad?
No, like someone else. I have this
That's
memory.
why it's the forbidden dance. It's when his son. That's how you come of
Yeah.
age, actually. And
Yeah, my bar mitzvah, me and my dad did the lambada.
yeah.
I lambaded too much, and they had to give me a lambotomy.
Uh-oh.
Have you? No, nobody here has ever done the lambada.
I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea.
All I know is it's very sensual.
Yeah, it is definitely sensual, but you know what's pretty sensual in my mind, and I have done
Freak dance.
freak dance is the tango.
You've done
Oh,
that?
you've tango?
You've
You know how to do it?
legit tango?
Classes and stuff.
Well, I took a class.
Okay.
Oh, really? Recently?
No, I took a class when I was in college.
Did you have
Like a college class?
It was
Like extracurricular
it was
kind
an,
of thing?
on campus. Well, first of all, it was at the school I had studied abroad at, so it wasn't even at
Oh.
my. It was a foreign school, you know.
Got it. Okay.
And but also it was, not. It wasn't a. No, it was not even a. No, I took a few dance classes when I was younger.
Did you ever do cotillion? Was that a thing? Or was that a
I
private
don't
school
know that
thing?
one.
Well,
I
it's
did.
kinda
I played chameleon. Bum, 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 bum. You should have seen me on bass. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da, bum, bum.
Wait, my brother did cotillion.
Yeah, there was. I did it in the valley. It's an
Yeah.
iconic. There was this place called the.
What is that, the
Ventura-
chicken
You know what I'm
dance?
talking
I
about? It's
think
kind of
it's-
across from McDonald's, in between like
I
Coldwater
think-
and Sherman.
I
forget
think
what it
that's
was.
where my brother
Yeah.
must have done it.
Well, our teachers were there were a couple who had British accents, and I found out later that they like faked it. Because cotillion, okay, back on track.
Really?
Cotillion is a thing to teach kids like manners and like how to
Yeah,
foxtrot.
it's like an
It's a very private school
old-fashioned
thing, I
Oh, I
guess.
thought you were talking about the chicken dance. Anyway,
Dun,
carry
dun,
on.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like
Manners.
Some manners thing.
yeah. What's the word?
Etiquette.
Etiquette.
Yeah,
etiquette.
but also they like have dances.
dances
and, you have
and
to
there's like
dance.
parties.
Is that
All
right?
the women were like
Yeah.
gloves and stuff.
So you did that.
I did that.
And your brother did that.
Yeah, I
And then
didn't do
did
it.
you and dance a lambada with his brother? Or?
Definitely. Well, actually, Ellie and I, my partner, we probably crossed paths there, which is pretty
Oh,
neat.
interesting.
What do you mean?
Like we went to the same cotillions. I did.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
So what is it? What do? You paint your nails and stuff? What do? You wear put powder your nose and stuff?
I don't remember. All I remember is that I know how to foxtrot, and that's it.
Oh, okay? Because there was a dancing component.
There's a dancing component, and then like how to I probably use some of the like where the fork goes and where the knife.
And what do you
goes.
do? Do you powder your balls? Who was powdering their balls back in sort of the 18th century?
I
Huh?
don't know. I hear that.
Probably the king.
I hear the powder's bad for you though, isn't it? Like people who put the powder on
Talc?
Talc.
Oh, it causes cancer.
Yeah.
I've heard such tale. I've heard such a thing. But
Remember, did you ever go in the valley? It was kind of near the cotillion, but in the 90s, swing dancing. There was like a club with swing dancing.
look. Here's what happened.
Yeah.
Swing dancing was cool for a second, and then it got really popular.
Yeah.
and it got really corny
Yeah,
quick.
really.
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
And you're
absolutely.
seeing Gap ads,
Yeah, yeah.
Old Navy
Oh, yeah,
ads,
that's
and then
iconic.
they're doing all this Matrix style swing dancing. You know what I mean?
a lot of
but I-
sliding under.
No, they're doing
the-
that 360
Yeah.
thing. They're doing swing dancing, freeze frame, 360,
Oh, yeah.
kind of Wachowski style.
Do you think
and
it'll
then-
come back? Do you think
Swing dancing?
Swing dancing will become popular?
Never
again?
left.
But there
No,
was
I
like a
don't-
place in the valley that did swing dancing like at like a club. Like
Yeah. People we know probably went to it
Yeah.
and stuff.
Ska kind of came back very slightly.
Well, you know what? I feel like swing dance. Look, that movie La La Land. It
Oh,
reminded me
yeah,
of those
yeah.
Gap ads.
Yeah,
the
totally.
beginning of it.
It was that. Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
Did
Gap
you like
ad.
La La Land?
Well, I don't.
Oh, you don't give opinions.
I don't
You
really
like,
talk
you
about
don't
stuff
talk
like
about
that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll just say that the last third of the movie I thought was really good.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
thought the last third
Okay.
was really good.
okay. I have
And
this.
it changed the way I felt about my earlier experience of the movie. I'm not
Oh,
saying anything
okay,
negative.
cool.
I'm just saying.
I have a theory, or a friends and I have developed this theory that if you grew up in LA, you don't like La La Land. But if you did not grow up in LA and you're a transplant, you love La La Land.
If you're a transplant, you love it.
Yeah, like if you came from a different city.
look,
no, I know a lot of people that grew up here that don't like it.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. It's
No.
like if you grew up here, you hate the movie. If you didn't,
I don't know. I think most people I know didn't
kinda like
like
Del
it a
Taco.
lot, but then, what?
it's kind of like Del Taco. People who grew up in California like Del Taco, and then people who didn't.
You know what,
don't
man?
like
Should we get Del Taco after this?
it. I'm down. It depends.
I haven't
something
had
at
Del
8.
Taco since I was
I
a
love
kid.
Del Taco.
Oh,
I eat
really?
it. I eat it like
Oh.
multiple times a week because it's the closest like place to me.
Really, more than Taco Bell.
100%, way more.
Oh, because you used to
It's
order
better
Taco
than
Bell.
Taco
I love Taco Bell, but now Del Taco.
Remember that time
and
you
it's
ordered?
cheaper.
What
It's way
happened?
cheaper.
What was up? Remember that one time you ordered Pizza Hut? What's up, man?
Wait, what?
Or you ordered Pizza Hut.
I did. Yeah,
You
remember-
ordered it to your apartment on Gordon.
No, I think someone else did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Someone else we know.
We know.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Because I don't usually order pizza.
Oh,
I was
really?
a Domino's head more so.
I haven't
it's very
ordered,
out of character
I haven't
for even
ordered Pizza Hut. I don't even remember since I was high school, maybe.
If that.
If that.
If that. I remember in high school deciding that I did not like Domino's. Oh,
It got
sorry. I'm not
better.
trying to say anything negative. But actually,
Gotcha.
I'll say this. I'll say this. No. You know what? I'll say then.
got
But I remember
better.
eating
It got
Domino's when I was
better.
younger, and I thought, okay, I'm down with this. But then I had it in high school, and I thought, I don't know if this is for me anymore. But then I had it kind of recently, maybe last
It
year,
got better.
Yeah.
and I thought this is actually kind of not bad.
I had it in the
This is
past
pretty
Out of
good,
all the
actually.
best pizza places, it's
I
my-
had it
my
at last
favorite.
couple months for the first
Oh,
time
yeah?
in a long time. And I was like, you know what? Not bad.
You
like,
want to go food crawl after this? We'll do Domino's and Del Taco.
Oh,
Ooh, I can be
damn.
down.
Is there Shakey's in there?
We'll
Oh.
see.
Speaking of Shakey's, you know how Shakey's and like Pizza Huts used to have that like 70s family style, like you
Yeah,
go
sure.
in, they have those like lights and stuff.
Yep.
There's still a Shakey's that has that vibe.
What?
It's in Northridge. I drove
Oh,
by
really?
it. It's like a
Well-
real Shakey's. It's not like a sad one. It's like a popping off.
You know where I used to live in Hollywood? There was a Shakey's there
Yeah.
that had that too.
Yeah,
It had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not there anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's right. Yeah,
They took it
exactly.
down.
Exactly. I feel like that's such of a place. of
Everything's
pride.
getting torn down there. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
getting torn
Yeah.
down, and they're
It's
just
Hollywood
building all
style.
these
Of course.
loft apartments.
Yeah.
there
I
now.
have
cheese graters.
a secondhand story about that Shakey's. We can talk about it after.
What do you mean?
Ooh.
What's a secondhand story mean?
It's someone told me a story about that
Oh,
Shakey's
oh.
but it's about someone who
We all know.
yeah, kind of.
Really?
Well, I mean, yeah, we talk about it after.
That was the
It's not for
Why don't we
public-
do? Can we do it for the unzipped?
Nah, it's not. I don't want to talk about it.
No, but
It's-
the normal audience, it's only the insiders, and they're cool.
It's about someone who maybe is well known, so I don't want to talk about
because
it.
that is the rock and roll
better.
Shakey's.
What?
You know, iconic
Come on,
rock
you
and
gonna
roll
tease these people like this? We're talking about the Patreon subscribers here. They're not going to tell anybody.
Wait,
They're
can
cool.
you tell it with it being vague? Maybe tell the story but not mention the person.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do that.
save it for the unzipped.
I'll
then.
save it. Yeah. I mean, it's not that great. It's not like a scandalous story, but
I
it's
thought-
about that specific.
I thought
Shakey's.
that's something we would talk about on this podcast, but I don't think we're going to. Was the making of Ultimate Drumming Technique?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the thing about it is,
I did want to say
forgot to bring the emails though that we got when I put the Craigslist ad up looking for a guy.
Oh,
So-
but we can
That's
talk. I
okay.
wanted to go back to it because I know how we did mention that it was filmed in the same building as the pilot of I Love Lucy, but we didn't mention what building it is.
Is that not around anymore?
No, it is, but it's not as it's the CBS building on Gower and Sunset near like there's Sweet Green there now, and I think it's technically called like New House or something. I don't
Oh,
know. if
yeah,
Sweet
Neuhaus.
Green's Neuhaus.
Or whatever.
Yeah, so that's the building, and I had a chance to like wander around it before we started shooting Ultimate Drumming Technique, and there were rooms in there since it was like meant for old productions. They had. Have you ever heard of like echo chambers? Like before they had pedals, they had like echo chamber
Yeah.
rooms. They had echo chamber
Oh, that's
rooms, which is
cool.
really cool.
What is that?
It's like a room with all these wooden. It almost looks like a maze or something of these
create
wooden,
reverb.
to create reverb. Yeah, so
Huh.
they didn't have electronics to like make reverb, so they use these rooms to.
Oh, cool.
create-
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're
What
a bit
about-
of a musician yourself, aren't you?
A little
You
bit.
do electronic music.
I
right?
do. I. It's more of It's not for anyone else other than me, and I do it more for like therapeutic reasons. It's like a compulsion I have. It's almost like a diary. It's like I do it for myself. I don't really do it for.
Yeah. By the way, I've kind of known Adam since junior high, and Trevor I known since he was a baby.
That is true.
For anybody who's
That is
interested,
true. Well, because
Uh,
we can see each other's homes.
Yeah, and then my brothers were
Roll
his
King.
age, and basically like that. You know,
Yeah.
so I knew him when he was young, real young.
Yeah.
But then with both of them actually, there was periods of time where we lost
Absolutely.
touch and reconnected later.
Exactly.
So.
Did we kind of reconnect with you at around the same time, or did you guys reconnect before?
I reconnected with him around 2006. I feel
Okay,
like.
so that was before. That was like
And then,
right when I started college.
I reconnected with in 2010, 9, 10.
10, yeah.
9, but more 10.
Yeah, for sure.
So no,
It's because
nah.
I ran into your sister. I played
Yeah.
a show with your sister.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
Music show.
Yeah,
Whoa,
randomly.
that's nuts. Then
he
that-
randomly did a show with my sister, and that's how we reconnected.
Wow, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
And then I said, oh, "What's going on with Brent?" And she's like, "Oh, he's gonna be in town or
I'm
something."
doing a show. I was doing a show in town,
Yeah.
and then he came to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came to my album release show
Yeah.
in San Francisco in 2009.
Yeah.
And I remember my brothers came to that for some reason. We're in town, and they said, "Hey, look, remember Trevor?" And you were wearing plaid pants, I think.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Scott
interesting.
style.
I don't remember that at
Oh,
all.
really?
Probably, yeah, plaid
Or something
pants.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
But then in 2010,
I was like kind of more hippie style back then.
2010 it was more when we connected, and I remember
Well, it's weird.
you had
that
longer
2000
hair and a mustache.
yeah, asymmetrical haircut and a mustache, I think.
Yeah,
like
you,
super-
You had a pea coat, and a white undershirt.
Yeah.
Damn. You remember?
Well, that was the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So we reconnected in 2010. That's pretty nuts then that Ultimate Drumming Technique was in 2011. No, wait. Later. Wait.
12?
12? Wait, what was 11 years ago?
Oh, no,
Oh, so
13.
13. Sorry, excuse me, 13.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look, we've done a lot of videos together.
When was Squeeze?
Squeeze was probably 11.
That's what I'm getting twisted. Yeah, because that was the first. Because we shot it at Adams, right?
Yeah, Adam's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was when
Family
I
Story.
probably technically met you was on Squeeze.
Yeah, probably.
I
But-
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but then but the first video that Trevor did with me was this dating etiquette. Speaking of
I
etiquette,
remember this.
that's yeah,
Yeah, there was also some kind of cool, kind of bonery stuff in there too.
absolutely. There's always penises involved.
Yeah,
Always.
I'm a big
You're a big fan.
I'm a big. Well, it's hard for
Of
me.
penises.
I'm a fan mostly of their noise.
If there's full frontal nudity in a movie or TV show, I'm like meaning male nudity. I'm like, okay, but that
Totally.
points got added. Like it's gonna
No,
change
for
my
me,
opinion
I'm
of the
just
movie.
I'm not actually. I really don't like nudity, but if it's male nudity, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I
feel
like all
there's,
nudity.
I feel like
but-
there's more male nudity now than ever.
yeah, it's
There
male
does,
nudity is pretty
does
hot
seem
right
to be
now.
more of it.
Yeah.
but
Did you
Which makes it less special in my
Did you watch Euphoria? I feel like you.
No, I never did, never will.
never
I
will.
think.
Oh, really?
No offense.
You
no
might like it.
disrespect.
It's some of the
It's
best.
actually a
television
very
ever.
good
It's a
show.
Really?
Yeah,
Euphoria?
it's
Yeah.
incredible. And there's
Yeah,
some
it
good
just-
full frontal male nudity in there.
Yeah, it just seems a little too. I just don't want to see some debaucherous thing. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not my bag.
I
you know
love
what I mean?
debaucherous.
Oh, really?
Well, it's one of the best episodes is like it focuses on one character. Like there's certain shows that when I watch it where I'm like, wow, this is some of the best television. It's like there's some Sopranos episodes. There's like a Watchmen episode. There's like a Leftovers episode. Breaking Bad, obviously. There's some really top shelf television, and Euphoria has a few episodes that are very much up there.
It's a good. I think. Yeah, maybe you won't like it.
I just don't want to deal with. I just don't want some drugged out, sexed up, nightmare.
That's your vibe, though. That's all.
I know, that's
It
what you're
just
into.
seems like it's just gonna be some kind of.
So you don't like that kind of. What do you think of Train Spotting?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be all drugged up.
Yeah.
I'm no disrespect. And Trainspotting was fine. I mean, I haven't seen it
movie.
in so many years.
Yeah.
But I didn't see T2 Judgment Day though.
Love T2. The
You
Training
didn't see it?
Spotting.
Yeah,
Train Spotting 2.
I've seen Terminator 2.
Train Spotting 2 is really good, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good. T2.
They
It's
called it
really- They
T2.
call it T2.
Oh, right.
Which I
They
love. I
called
also
it
love.
T2.
I love that. That's
I didn't
awesome.
see the second one. I saw Terminator 2 in the theaters at
Me too.
near Grant High School.
That's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw it and Terminator 2 and
That's cool because the LA River's right there too. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
feels like right next
we
door.
got. We got.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Looks
all right,
like
it's all good. It's all good. So no, I mean we'll wrap it up in 5 minutes or something like that.
cool.
Oh yeah.
You should get Edward Furlong on this podcast.
I would love to.
That
I
would
s-
be awesome.
would love
I have
to
so
get-
many questions to ask.
Oh,
him.
me too.
I love Detroit Rock City.
He was
Oh, yeah.
at the store. I saw him at Pavilions. Was that the store that's on Vine and Melrose?
I think so. Yeah.
I was at there at Vine and Melrose, and I saw him there.
Really?
And we made eye contact, and he said hi to me. Kind of. I sort
Do
of
you
said
think he
hi to him.
recognized you?
No, I doubt that.
Okay,
But
okay.
I mean, I just think he thought. I don't know, or maybe he thought he maybe knew me, maybe, or maybe he knew that I recognized him, and
Yeah,
he was.
yeah.
I don't know what it was, but he kind of nodded,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember, and then I ran into somebody I knew there, and I said, "Oh, dude, Edward Furlong is right there." And he said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah." He was wearing some kind of poncho or something.
Well, you know why they call him Furlong.
Tell me about it.
This shaft is covered in hair.
Oh yeah, I won't get into that.
You won't get into Edward
After
Furlong?
Dark.
Well,
Save it
I'll
for
just
After
say
Dark?
this. You know what? Whatever, man. I'll say it in unzipped. Actually, I'll say it.
Yeah, save
I'll
it.
say
Save it.
yeah.
Save it. Save it.
We go unzipped later.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know.
Wait, should I do this when we unzip?
Yeah.
I never
I wanna-
ran into Edward Furlong. I've never seen him.
My sister's ran into him too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man.
Oh,
I like
really?
hearing that. I don't like it when he disappears.
What about Danny Cooksey though? You ever run
Who's
into
that?
him?
Oh, is that his friend?
His friend.
Oh, the redheaded guy. He was in a lot of movies too back
Well,
then.
he was
What
in,
happened to that guy?
He was in Salute Your Shorts. The
Oh,
Nickelodeon
that's
show.
what it is.
But he also, you might know him from the Different Strokes.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little-
yeah.
They kind of, when Arnold was getting a little too old, they needed a cuter,
Yeah.
smaller kid. They brought in Danny Cooksey to sort of
Right.
fill that
Yeah.
that spot. you
And
know?
then when he became a teenager, he kind of grew his hair out in the back, and then he became the Kooksy we all know.
he became Spudnik or whatever. Was his name Spudnik?
Did you know the other redhead of that time who was the bully in A Christmas Story? Do you know who I'm talking about? Zach, I forget his last name. He lives across the street from my mom.
I know.
Oh, really?
I know.
Oh,
And
But they're like, I feel like they're probably like competing, like around the same time period, both like redheaded kind of dudes.
Well, there's this other person that we all know that
Chris Leader.
lives around there, and he really wants you to become friendly with that
Oh.
that neighbor to invite him over.
Wait, why can't he just do it?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, why me? I'm not. I've only met him. He probably has.
I'll tell you
equal
this
as much
much.
connection.
Who is it? Okay, someone you and I know from high school.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was their house. There was a back house that was in back of their house,
Mhm.
and who lived in that house?
I don't know.
Beastmaster.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, who is this? You can tell me
Tom.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Tom Schneider. Yeah.
really? The Beastmaster? I used to get my hair cut there.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got a haircut there too.
His mom would give haircuts.
his mom had a little salon there.
Yeah, and then the Beastmaster.
Was in back.
Okay, some Valley talk real quick about haircuts. You guys might be too old for it, but did you ever your haircut at the Yellow Balloon?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I
When I
didn't,
was a
but
kid.
I think
Iconic. I
I
love
know
it.
about
Yeah.
it. Or maybe I did.
It
once.
moved. It's like further down.
I
the
might
or if
have
it's
done.
still
I
there.
actually when I was younger, I did. Yeah, a yellow balloon. Yeah.
What happened to the Beastmaster?
I think he's
Still
just sort
lives
of maybe he's helping her cut hairs now or something like. I don't know, but that you got your haircut there too.
Yeah.
Other people did too.
I know-
Joey Garibaldi did too. Actually.
It's interesting to think that we went to someone's house.
Well, it was
How did that happen? Wait,
detached
how do
from
you-
their
well,
house.
I know it was like she had her own salon, but
But
it's
how
just-
did you find out about it?
It was like a
through
mom
through
yeah,
him,
it's like-
through this guy that we
school
knew.
with.
Yeah.
I think my mom even went there a couple times. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So basically, it's like that. We knew this guy in high school, and his mom cut hair. I mean, he had a little salon, and so
Sounds like
that's
a kind of like a
But it was like-
speakeasy kind of.
But it was like a legit salon. I mean,
When
like
did you have a
there was
license?
2 chairs in there, or just one chair.
I remember one chair.
I don't
but
even know if there was a license or what. It was her own little salon, but it was kind of a private.
I
It
assume
wasn't
she-
a public business.
I mean, I assume she had a training.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
assume.
mean, after you got your haircut, you're probably like, oh, I look good.
Yeah, she gave me the haircut like from Terminator.
From Cooksey. The Cooksey.
Yeah, the Cooksey.
Can I
I-
get the Cooksey?
yeah, I just
What-
brought a picture.
Do you want the furlong or the Cooksey?
Yeah.
What's
Because
the
furlong's like a bowl cut. Kind
What's
of.
the wildest haircut you've ever had? Have
Well,
you dyed your hair?
Yeah, in high school.
I unintentionally got a bad haircut once. That was.
Okay, but like I
Basically.
mean, like just like I want to like change it up or do something.
No, I didn't
extreme.
do that.
I
but
dyed my hair several times in high school.
You did?
Yeah.
I did in.
I had
in
red
Oh yeah.
hair.
School.
Oh yeah.
I had red hair.
That's
like,
cool.
with
Didn't
the-
you go blonde? Oh, that's when you got
Yeah.
a buzz
Could not
cut.
get away
Yeah, I
with
got
that
a
in my
buzz
school.
You got a buzz cut, and then you did a blonde
I
thing.
kind of like Stone Temple Pilots kind of thing. I did like the Stone Temple Pilots.
Well, if you reminded me, you had this. He used to wear gas station shirts.
oh yeah, that was big in junior high.
That is of a time, yeah.
Oh,
He used to
yeah.
wear. He used to wear
Back
gas
in
station in
Ska.
high school
That's
though.
very
I wish I
Ska
still
style.
had
You
them.
this is in high school. You did the. I remember you cut your hair short,
Yeah.
and I think you dyed it blonde, and then you had a gas station shirt.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
thought, okay, you look real. You look like some kind of Green Day type of person.
Yeah,
here.
it was kind of a Green Day look. Well,
Yeah.
it was the 90s.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was doing that whole Green Day thing.
Yeah.
Has it been 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Should we
I'm
switch
sure.
to?
No, we could
Yeah,
go a
he-
little
he-
longer.
He's,
Okay.
he's,
You want
he's
to-
nodding.
Oh, okay, let's switch.
Okay.
All right, guys, look, check it out. We're going to talk more about the past and the present and the future, maybe. And so why don't you join us at patreon.com/. Poundcast.
Are you sure it's that one this time?
It is.
I
It
know
is.
you messed it up.
It's and it's fun. I mean, look, we're gonna hear about this shaky story. We're gonna shake things up.
shake things up today.
It's not. It's not.
I bet it's something
good.
scandalous,
It's
man. I
not.
bet Billy Zane gets involved somehow, right?
You know what? I saw Billy Zane like a few years ago in a restaurant.
Well, you know he's playing Brando
yeah.
in the new movie, and it kind of like makes sense. He looks like Brando.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Zane, what a guy.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Look,
Zanecast.
I'm also.
Phantom?
We're gonna talk about hair on penises.
Yeah.
We're not talking about hair around a penis. We're talking about hair sprouting from a penis. Maybe in the unzipped. I don't know. I'll just tell you about this kid named Grant from junior high. Remember? Okay, in a second. But get us there. Okay. Thank you to Aaron Bruntgart behind the boards. Okay. Big ups to
Thanks,
the
Aaron.
Bruntgart.
I was complimenting him when I knew his voice from the Poundcast. And he's
Oh,
very
you
iconic,
did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then thank you to Jack Birch for his help behind the scenes as well. And, yeah, I think Jack will probably be on the next episode. We'll probably do on Zoom because Doug is going to be gone for, the next few episodes. But anyway, and then also I think that's it. So we'll see you in the Unzipped, hopefully. And... otherwise, we'll see you next week. Hey, thanks to Adam Schary and Trevor Ames.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Anything you guys want to plug?
If anyone needs an editor,
Yeah, get Trevor.
give me a
He's
job.
good editor.
Trevor needs some, he's Trevor's an editor, he's edited a lot of TV shows and obviously edited the videos that we made together.
That's about it.
Yeah, Trevor Ames.
That's
Look
it.
him up.
Look
Find
him
him.
up.
Find him
Look him up.
online. If you need any guitar players, you got Adam Schary
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He can
change.
chords
He can probably
fast.
play some
Real
Zeppelin.
fast.
Probably play some Zeppelin
Play
too.
some
if you're interested.
Zeppelin.
And I think that's it. Okay, we'll see you next week, and we'll see you in a little bit at the Unzipped. Okay, bye.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.